Alright, we're back. And now Luke was telling me that I need to check for bonus encounters, but I think the only bonus encounter we have with us today is the hands. So that's when we get...
Maybe. I mean,
What's the eyes
feel
one?
like mine said something about like when we draw close to something or other.
Yeah.
When the people begin to
That's
near their destination bar, what signs will they know they've arrived? But
is that the same as the bonus encounters?
I don't know if that's the same thing. Yeah.
I think. Maybe it is.
Because the hands one is when the people finally sight this destination, what last challenge must they overcome to reach it?
Okay.
So that's definitely a bonus encounter. So.
Where did they say? They said something about
It's in the people playbooks. That's what they said. So.
how to play. Now.
It's not in the how to play. It's in the people playbooks. I checked.
Oh.
We had a discussion about it.
Okay.
So my thing has already happened because it's how we ritually prepare ourselves.
Yeah. And when does yours happen, Emily?
Mine happens right at the end. Mine is when I think it happens right at the end. Let me just check. Sorry. Yeah, when the people finally sight their destination, what last challenge must they overcome to reach it? So we've got a bunch of stuff that happens right at the end.
Wait, what last challenge must they overcome to reach it? Is the hands?
Oh, is that the hands? Sorry. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. Mine is... Oh, when they reach the destination, what ceremony marks the end of their journey?
Yeah, right, cool. So there's only one bonus encounter in this one. So that's fine.
Okay. Cool.
In the meantime then, the 4th month, the close of autumn, hardship. And we haven't done dwellers yet, so I think I should do dwellers.
Yeah,
At the end, let's
absolutely.
see.
That sounds great.
So I'm gonna roll a little d80, d8.
Yeah, D80 would be less helpful.
And I need to look on the list. Dwellers. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna look at my dwellers list. Just gotta pick things. Yeah, cool. Alright, so what we see then is as the people are like navigating, and it's like quite a bright day, almost glary, and then we see shadows like moving along the water, and at first it seems like they're probably just cloud shadows, but there aren't any clouds, and then the shadows that are like moving like turn and twist, and the people look up above them, and these horrible, many-winged, tentacled, unnaturally shaped, like long creatures swoop through the air, and one like swoops towards the flotilla, as if catching a scent from them. And I think at this point people see like the eyes surrounding like a central mouth more, and like, you know, like seven to 9 wings like coming off of this like long snake like body, with just tentacles coming off of it all the way down.
Gross.
and then after catching this scent, another one takes a closer swoop. Who wants to deal
Okay.
with this?
This would be a job for the hands if the hands weren't
would.
also the dwellers.
Yeah.
Yep.
God damn it.
So
That's how we do.
so what do we do, team? Who's up?
So what kind of things do eyes have?
So the eyes, question wise, have like, where does this encounter pose the greatest threat? How might the people best overcome this encounter? What opportunities does this encounter present? Like that kind of stuff.
Okay. I mean, that's just seems. I think it's definitely not me. I don't feel like
I don't feel like that. Yeah,
I'm going to be helpful
the
here.
the dreams of the people or what have you is particularly helpful.
Yeah, it could be a lore thing.
Yeah, it could
But
be.
I feel like eyes would be my vote.
Yeah, I'm thinking eyes as well.
All right, sure. I'll take
Go for it.
So when these horrible things start swooping in, I think everybody takes as best cover as they can on the decks of these ships, like pull cloths or tarps like up and over, and then it turns to observation, as the eyes often do, and making sure that we can get our way through these horrible things. So allow me to ask you some questions, dear Ash. Let me see. What other than the obvious should the people be on the lookout for here? And how might the people best overcome this encounter without harm?
Excellent.
So the first one I think is when these things swoop, there's this horrible roaring, tearing noise just from the sound of their wings, like in the air, just disrupting it. And when one swoops close to like one of the smallest rafts, the raft just gets obliterated by like the air coming off, the like disruption in the air and the horrible thunder that it makes as it like cracks down. And it's only a small raft, but who knows how well the bigger ones would fare. How might they best escape it?
How might we best overcome this encounter without harm?
I think either if you didn't smell like food, or if you were faster than them.
All right. Well, one of our skills is navigation and making our way, deftly through something like that, like some sailory stuff. Let's see. Wayfinding, navigating by stars sometime. Okay, shooting, skirmishing, and fighting boat to boat. I mean, that could be helpful too, if we're good at shooting. So our people, from the cover of these like woven cloths that they've pulled over to avoid getting directly dive bombed, start drawing out our various long range weaponry, which I imagine to be bows of some kind. And try and navigate through this like hostile cloud of things, and all in the meantime, like taking shots whenever they can when one is like swooping in or going to damage the boats or what have you. You said like they sort of like stop or like have some kind of updraft, almost like push down, like wind effect to them. And like during that time, they're sort of still in the air because they got to put like land and like push and shoot them. I think that's our method. Move through as quickly as possible and shoot the ones that come low enough.
Do you want to ask the question?
How does it work? Does it work good? I hope it works well.
That shooting them doesn't work. Arrows and sling bullets will just like bounce off of their like weird hide. Yeah, I think we're losing a thing here.
Okie doke. Let's give it to Andrew. Andrew loses the thing.
Oh yeah, you want me to lose this thing, huh? Hmm.
You're so good at this game.
What if we use slings and the brass bullets?
Someone in whom the blood of the ancestors runs strong is ghost-ridden or lost. So here's let me see.
That seems painful.
So the giant Tar, Queen of all waters, her descendants are regal and impatient. So one of her regal and impatient offspring is going to be lost. I think
so like, is that like when one of the ships is like demolished by this like wave of air, another one just comes in and swoops and like takes people out of the water?
Yeah, and I think it's Guide. I think he was real big, and that's what let us put all the law on him.
Oh
No. Oh, our law. Oh god.
no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Well, that's bad. That's real bad.
Sorry.
Okie dokie then.
I can't even remember what the approaches on your sheet are. I don't think I've played the eyes in a while.
The approaches on the eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I did confront it directly, relying on surprise or focusing where it's weak, but it didn't really work out. So we're gonna try and you know what? We're gonna try a different approach. Didn't really work out. So you know what? We're gonna change our tactic here, seeing as we can't seem to get out of this cloud of horribleness. We need them to stop attacking. We need them to stop swooping. So where there's a below deck, people go below deck. Where there isn't one, they again, like this like woven cover comes up, and they try and like huddle underneath it, and we're just trying to like avoid any like visible food, basically, from these things. And you said that they can smell it, so I think there's an aspect of like grabbing buckets of seawater and like dumping them over the top of people, as if that might like mask the human like sweat and stink or what have you, if human is the right description of these people. That kind of thing. I think that's my next maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is success at a cost.
All right.
I think we're gonna win one thing and lose another.
All right. I'll wait. Can I lose things, or do I have to give me?
No.
Yeah.
Well, you can lose things
Ash,
if you've used up everyone else.
Ash, you lose the thing. Emily, you give us the thing.
You have to choose from the people who aren't. So it has to be Andrew and Emily first, and then it can be me, and then it can be you.
Yeah, but I already asked Andrew, and I'm asking Emily. So now I'm asking
you already asked Andrew one. Good point. Yeah. All right. Cool. So what am I doing? Win or loss?
You're losing a thing.
I'm losing a thing.
I'm winning a thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think all of our like brining water or like pickling like liquid is like consumed in throwing it over our bodies to like try and cover the smell.
So we lose some of our like food stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna invent another person because I love doing that. 'Cause We don't have enough people. We need more people.
Invent a new person to torment. Yes.
Exactly. Oh no, this person. I'm winning something, so I'm inventing a new person to bless, kind of.
Oh, they'll get tormented. Don't worry.
Exactly. Then they can be fucked over later. Yeah. I think. I think that I'm going to go with one of the people wins the favor of a god, spirit, ancestor, or similar being. Or actually, no. One of the people is changed or chosen and becomes a priest or sorcerer. Let's go with that. That's slightly better for the thing I'm thinking. This person, let's name them real quick. This person is called Aren, Aren. He's a very old man, and Aren is not quick. He's very old. He's not quick enough to climb underneath the cloths, and he's sort of like, I think he's on a raft almost by himself, and so there's sort of no one to pour the water over him, and so it seems as though he's doomed for sure. But rather than being swooped and killed or picked up and carried away, one of these creatures sort of swoops quite near to his raft, but seems to just kind of observe him rather than attack. And I think he stares into the eyes of the creature and sees something that unlocks a magical secret within him.
Cool.
Is going to become some kind of mysterious sorcerer.
Some kind of magic fellow.
Some kind of magic man. Yeah.
I like the idea that like he stares into like many like asymmetric eyes of the thing, and like gets that thing where like your pupil gets like separated into like multiple pupils.
That's cool. I like that. Yes. Yep. That's the physical sign. Yeah, I mean, I actually do know the thing you mean. I'm thinking of the I haven't seen it, but the newest Mummy movie. The mummy
right,
in that
yeah.
has like multi pupil eyes. Cool. He became a sorcerer after staring into the eyes of, what are we calling these? I know the sky serpents. That's boring, but we'll know. Remember what we mean.
Serpentine was the word I couldn't think of before.
Okay, cool.
Cool. All right. Well, we made it through hardship.
We
So,
did.
Good job, team.
How could it possibly get any worse?
Exactly. It's
The
all
answer is
smooth sailing.
always that it can.
Yep.
So what is next? Next
Remembrance.
is remembrance. Yeah. Okay. And when would we do the bonus one?
I think,
Like between 5 and 6?
Remembrance, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Between 5 and 6
Okay.
makes
Alright.
sense to me.
Cool. All right.
Although they kind of suggest that it's after 6, because it's like the
Oh.
last thing. What's the
Yeah.
final thing?
Yeah. Is it the last thing?
So I think
okay
it's after
then.
6.
Yes. Yeah. Then after 6. Yep. Yep. All right. So who do we think?
Who do we want to see more of?
Because we've all done one.
Everyone's done one now. Yeah.
What do we think remembrance is? Well, actually, yeah.
Spirits.
Yeah. Yeah, spirits.
Spirits.
Spirits. Okay. Yeah.
But it's also like memories or whatever, which is what you
Yeah.
also
Yeah,
have.
exactly.
so-
That's
Yep.
what's great. Yeah.
All right. All right. I can absolutely do a spook. Let's do us a spook. Roll 1 d8. Ooh, all right. Cool. Ooh. Ooh, all right. All right. And then I choose a couple of things.
I love Luke saying, Ash, you just made magpies. I mean, horrible serpentine tentacle magpies, but yeah.
Where's the lie? Where's the
I mean, are there any other kind?
Yeah, obviously. There's no. That's what magpies are.
Pretty sure it's what magpies are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're right.
Okay, so I think I think this is sort of toward the end of the month of remembrance, and we've been sailing for a long time without any sort of without a whole lot of event aside from the kind of the mundane day-to-day stuff, and we have been noticing for the last week or so in the distance, off to kind of both sides of the flotilla, these kind of distant shapes that are poking up out of the water, maybe rocks or islands or something. And over the course of this week, we have sort of seen more and more of them, and they appear to be sort of closer and closer to us, until eventually we pass through two of these shapes that are close enough to really see what they are, and they are these massive pillars that are jutting up out of the water, definitely much too regular to be rocks or something like that. They seem constructed, kind of like sort of blocky blue-black monoliths. And I think with the sight of them, we also can hear across the water this kind of like vibrating hum of warning as we are kind of passing between them.
Cool. Who do we think handles...
Who's in for this one?
Yeah, big weird humming pillars.
Sounds awesome.
It sounds cool as heck.
I handled the last spirit thing, right?
Yeah, I think.
All right,
you
so
did.
hands or eyes then.
Yeah. Do we feel it's?
I mean, I just did the
You
last
just
one.
did the last one, so I feel like it
feel
should
like
be
it
hands.
might be you, Ash.
All right, let's do it. Let's have a look at my sheet and see if this is. I love it because it's like, is that a subpar decision? Who cares? Right? Like, oh, it might fuck us up. Well, too bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what are the pillars made of? Because I'm
They-
picturing like
yeah.
white, like Roman, like marble.
No, this is like like blue black. It looks like sort of the color of the night sky, and seems kind of glossy. Seems to like sort of slightly glint in the light off of the water, but it sucks in more light than it seems like it kind of ought to. It's more matte than maybe one would expect, and they are like massive, like already colossally tall, and not considering like how far down into the water they must go.
Okay.
Just as you find in the ocean every day,
Yeah.
an enormous night sky pillar.
Mm-hmm.
You clearly don't go to the same oceans as me.
What oceans do you go to, Elf? You live in the landlocked.
I go to the ocean of fields that is Saskatchewan.
I guess that's good.
You go to the ocean of snow that falls on you.
I mean, that's also true.
It's pretty legit.
All right. So I think we get like ropes and like throw them around a pillar. Like I think we like send one person out on a little boat with like the end of a rope to like wrap it around a pillar so that we can pull ourselves closer and like see if we can read the stars and stuff. In these night sky pillars, if there are stars at all. And
Sure.
I'm gonna ask some questions.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, yeah, what properties might this thing possess that could threaten the people is the question again.
This is properties possess that can threaten the people. This is a guardian or a gate. It is it possesses the authority of some kind of powerful being. And I think, like, specifically it's something in the sound that comes off of them. I think that's where the like real physical danger lies, if we're talking, like, you know, as far as the kind of thoughts that the hands of the people might have.
Yeah.
And yes, as a side note, I think when you get close enough to it, yes, there are definitely stars to read in this. Like, you can, that is a thing. You can kind of read it like you would read runes or something.
What skills do the people possess that might help them through this encounter?
What skills? So is that specifically, like, as in literally, you know, our dying,
I don't
weaving?
think it has to be specific.
Okay. But I do want to have a look at that. Shooting, skirmishing. Yeah, okay. I think actually, our skills of wayfinding, navigating by stars, sun, and tide, definitely would assist us here. Particularly because of this kind of code that there is to read in the pillars, and this sort of, like, the fact that there has been, like, multiple pillars sort of in, like, lines in the water leading up to this, sort of making some kind of barrier. So there's definitely a star navigating something.
Something, yeah. Okay, well, I think we solve it, relying on the innovation and expertise of our artisans and craftspeople. I think we make maps of these stars and of these pillars. I think we make them out of, like, string and rope, with, like, knots where the pillars are. And I think we use that to navigate, like, through this space. Trying to, like, make sure that we are using the flow of the sound, so that we're, like, in the flow of the sound rather than against it.
Cool.
Does it work?
Yeah. Yes, I think it works. In fact, I think this works completely. I don't think you lose anything.
Hot dog.
I think you win a thing. Yeah, I think, like, what you interpret from like reading the pillars, what the people interpret is is that these things denote like a gate, that and an area that is kind of like forbidden, or the domain of a certain creature, and that it is, you're not meant to pass through, but if you need to go through here, there is a certain way to do it that will not give offense to the thing that owns this space. And I think that's what the people, like, decipher and follow. They find the way to pass through this area that is the least offensive.
Right, yeah.
And I think, you win something as a result.
I'm going to make Andrew pick what we win, because I feel like Andrew hates picking nice things.
No, Andrew just makes the wins into losses.
Good.
Yeah, that's my secret strategy.
Yeah.
anytime you name me, we're losing something.
Andrew has an incredible knack for making even things that are supposed to be good situations into horrible ones when it comes to RPGs. Indeed.
I mean, are these pillars connected to some ancient and terrible god that we now have a pact with? Is that what it is?
I mean,
That sounds cool.
legit.
Of course, yeah. I love pacts with ancient and terrible things.
Yeah, this is the best. They never go wrong.
When it comes down to deals with horrible demons or Lovecraftian nightmares or any of that kind of business, it's perfect.
Yeah, I think we gain a pact or oath with a god or spirit previously unrelated to the people.
Mm-hmm.
So, what thing is like wrapped around the root of these pillars? What ocean creature?
Yeah.
Let me go dig in here.
Yeah, there's definitely like something that that like is they're all connected to somehow. Yeah.
Well, I can look in my own thing for a list of
Yeah.
and gods, I suppose.
Yeah. You got anything void like? I feel like this thing could be very.
It's not a
from
don't do like a space.
Yes, exactly. Like yeah.
Okay, well, we're just gonna make some shit up.
Yeah, cool.
This Luke did not sufficiently flesh out their world to satisfy me. So.
Whoa! The shots.
These pillars belong to, or like whatever kind of creature Frey is.
Mm-hmm.
They have coiled around the pillars in the depths. I think Frey is some horrible, great space serpent thing.
Cool.
And we come to realize in time, maybe through dreams that the people have, that the like thrumming vibrations of the pillars like form a language, but only when you're asleep.
Oh, that's cool.
So when people sleep, some of them get commune with Frey, which is a giant serpent from the stars.
Sweet.
In the sky.
Star snake.
That has coiled around ancient pillars and sends echoes into the endless sea.
Yes.
Well, that's the coolest thing we've won so far.
I love it.
Star snake.
I love it.
So, our Star Snake friend, I've added them to. Oh, this is members of the people. Okay, I'm gonna just. Good thing I can move this down, put it where I want it.
Members of the people, packed with Sky Snake.
Well, seeing as we've like just macked through those two, let's take another quick early break. We're a bit ahead, but then we can come back and take our time with Return and our bonus encounter.
Yeah.
You
Sounds
got
great.
it.
Back in a
Cool.
minute.